This week's video from the Women That Hunt is how to make Chaga tea. But I would love to put my Chaga tea in this travel mug, but I can't because for the month of April, we're running a contest to give this away. It's called Stuff This Cup. Every video this week between the Women That Hunt and Muskrat Gulch, we're putting stuff in this cup. So not only do you win the cup, but you win everything in it. And it's starting to get heavy because Rick is starting to fill it up. So after this video, I'm gonna pass it back to him and he's gonna add some more stuff. Let's make some Chaga tea. This is a Chaga mushroom. It's a fungus that grows on older yellow birch. If you ever go out shed hunting, scouting, or on a hike, be sure to carry a small hatchet because you may be lucky to come across this treasure of gold, and it is considered one of nature's power foods. This piece I have right here has been drying for a few months. It's very light in weight, but because I let it dry as a full piece, it's hard as a rock. I would definitely recommend breaking it apart when it's moist and letting it dry in smaller pieces, just so it's easier to break it down. Right now I'm just removing the bark off the mushroom and I'm going to break it down into smaller pieces. My goal is to eventually get it into a powder so I could just make a nice tea. The Chaga mushroom is called nature's black gold for the very reason it appears black and burnt on the outside, but it is an amazing gold color on the inside. There are other tree mushrooms, and many of nature's wild foods have an evil look-alike. So in this case, the Chaga mushroom can be confused with the black tree knot fungus. The trick is to look for the gold in the center. That's the giveaway. When you are out harvesting Chaga mushrooms, make sure you do it ethically. You want to just take a small piece, leaving the tree still covered by the mushroom to protect it from viruses, bacterial infections, or cold that can enter into where the Chaga was harvested from. So it's important to, respect our forest and respect the gold. I'm just using a piece of cotton to cover the chunks right now because I'm trying to control the flying shrapnel. Again, I left it as a whole piece when I should have broken it down while it was moist. But this is an effective way to break it down without pieces flying all over the place. And once you get down to the smaller pieces, you can snap them. They almost feel like styrofoam because they're so dry and they're so light. I've switched all the pieces over now into some cheesecloth, which I'm going to continue to beat with my mallet until it becomes very, very small pieces. And then at that point, I'm going to put them in a strainer so that I can sift the powder, separating it from the smaller chunks. And then I'll just continue to break down the smaller chunks until I get a really nice powder. And at that point, I'm ready to make my tea. I've got the kettle on and I'm waiting for the water to boil, and right now I'm going to make just a little homemade tea bag. So I've got 1 tablespoon of my Chaga powder and I'm just going to wrap it in a clean piece of cheesecloth, and I tend to use dental floss to tie it all together. I use dental floss to baste my turkeys and my chickens. It's great to cook with. So I'm just going to make a homemade tea bag, and when my water's done boiling, I'm going to add the tea bag to the water and I'm going to let it steep. I let the tea bag steep for about 5 minutes. You can certainly let it steep longer depending on how strong you want it. And I just squeeze it out and it is a nice tea ready to go. You can add anything that you want to it, but sometimes it's just nice just the way it is. Okay, here's the scoop. This is how you win Stuff This Cup. First, pick any video off the WTH YouTube channel. Like it and comment in the comments below, hashtag Stuff This Cup. Then share it on any of your social media platforms and tag Women That Hunt.